think I finally hit the zone, whatever you might call that. Valuing attack damage early a bit more, poison a bit less in the early game, but still seeing it as a viable late game transition. Which I do want to sort of take my time, make sure I give thorough consideration to each of my options at every point here, just to make sure we have a slow, measured pace for success. Well, the good news is we're not dying to Slime Boss on this run. That's a guarantee. Gonna die to Jawworm. No. Hopefully we'll make it out of Act 1. Looks like a pretty easy path overall. We don't have... we do have an immediate... Well, not forced elite. There is a forced elite from one of these 4, 5. This one. No matter what, you have to go through at least one of these. That's not so bad, though. I imagine with an upgrade of this fire and a potion or two, you'd be in pretty good shape. I'm going to try silent builds in Elden Ring. We are going to see some dagger action in that game, and there are throwing daggers that we are using. So dagger spray is definitely going to occur. Oh no, Rain. If it makes you feel any better, I think everyone has been there. Everyone, yours truly included, has forgotten one of the keys to get to Act 4 and bricked a run that they thought had a good chance of killing the heart. It's almost a rite of passage in Slay the Spire. That is a great throwing knife clip, Steve with the B. We've had a couple moments like that with the throwing knives in that game. So there will be more throwing knife action for sure. I haven't even gotten to the fan knives. Are you a fan of knives? So our choice options here are going to be upgraded card, random common relic, remove 2 for max health, which I think is really good on Defect and Watcher in particular. On Defect, I'd probably have already clicked on this. Or the boss swap. Versus the Guardian, I don't see a huge need for boss swap. I don't like boss swapping on Silent very much. Really enjoy the Ring of the Snake, making up for that larger starting deck. Without the Ring of the Snake, you really feel the 13 cards that Silent starts with. Neuer Chat, thanks for the 8 months of support. Now, where's that key? Can I explain what I mean when I say a hard versus easy pool fight? Yeah, I can. So, when you enter a combat in Slay the Spire, the game has a sort of a table that it rolls, rolls a random encounter. And there is a list of possibilities. In Act 1, the first 3 encounters that you have of the regular enemy variety. So this includes anything in an enemy node, any combat or standard combats rather that you get from question mark nodes, but does not include elite fights. The first 3 ones that you encounter are going to be from what we call the easy pool. Early game fights that should easily be defeated with the starting deck. This is the single cultist, the Jawworm, the small slime and the medium slime, as well as the 2 lice. Those are the 4 easy pool fights of Act 1. Or no, wait, there's 5, right? Missed somebody. Jawworm, cultist, 2 lice, 2 slime. Is that it? I think that's it. I think that's it. And then once you get to the 4th combat, 4th and subsequent combats, all combats beyond the 4th, they come from a different pool of encounters that are more difficult. And this is where you'll encounter 5 small slimes, or 4 gremlins, or a Jawworm with help, or the slavers. Those are all in what we call the hard pool of Act 1. The other acts, Act 2 and Act 3, also have hard and easy pools, separate sets of encounters for the early combats and the later combats. In those later acts, you only get 2 easy pool combats before you're in the hard pool. In addition to that, in Act 3, for some reason, the Darklings fight is both in the easy pool and the hard pool. Because Act 3 or something. I don't know. It's weird. Single Thief is Act 1 hard pool. And it can also be single thief plus a medium slime or a louse, which is a separate, lower rated Act 1 hard pull. Oh yeah, not all encounters are equally weighted, by the way. Usually this is the case for the hard pull. I think for the easy pull, everything's equally weighted all the time. But in the hard pull encounters, not everything is equal weight, so you're more likely to encounter some fights than others. Honashi, thanks for the Prime sub and the 26 months. If you want the exact details on that, the spreadsheet knows the deets. Wait, no, not sheets. Spreadsheet. Can't type. There we go. That link has the full encounter weight details. Conalicious, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. So that's a breakdown of hard pull versus easy pull. And that ties into what I'm about to talk about here, which is how many question marks do you want to take in Act 1? The more question marks you take, the less combats you'll get, which means that if you take fewer question marks, you'll face the hard pull encounters earlier, which can be quite threatening. I guess we'd want to know that after getting our common relic here, which I think is what I'll pick. I think upgraded card is a pretty decent pick that would save us a few hit points in combats, but you could definitely say the same thing of a relic too. What do I think of random common relic on Silent? I think it's great. Dreggers, thanks for the 10 months of support, and Snake Jake with the Prime sub. Yeah, let's take a common relic as our starting bonus here. We get a pen nib. That's perfectly good, and that does make taking, I think, 5 combats in a row a little bit less daunting, especially if I can set up my pen nib for the 4th combat here, so that when we go into the hard pull, we can do so with a charged pen nib, and then we'll feel a bit better about that. Or at least an almost charged pen nib. We want to combine this with picking attacks that deal a decent amount of damage, ideally attacks that hit multiple enemies. So we're going to go 5 combats in a row here. I want to get potions and cards to help build the deck out to fight elites with. Nero Z with the Prime sub. Saw an ad once, it was horrifying. Never again. Enjoy the ad-free viewing experience. Do I expect Spire 2 to copy-paste the mechanics of easy/hard pull fights? I expect them to do something very similar. I don't think that they would necessarily copy-paste it, but why change what's not broken also? So I'm not sure. I'm also not sure if I should play Strike Survivor or Defend Survivor here. You're not particularly likely to draw Neutralize and 3 strikes. Would be required to kill. Actually, would it? Yes, it would. No, I should play Strike Survivor, because there are quite a few draws next turn where I get slapped very hard. For example, the worst one, if I play Survivor Defend this turn, next turn we could draw triple strike, double defend, and then I'm really hosed. Let's never have that happen. Triple defend, double strike is not that bad. We can just triple block for 1 here. Do I have to strike 1 time? I hope not. Get 3 draws. If they're all defends, what do I do? I have to play neutralize, triple defend. You'll be attacking for 21. That goes down to 16 again, I guess. We only take 1 more if that happens. Okay, we're fine then. Yeah, we get the strike. Unfortunately, we have to use the pen nib here. There's no way not to. Really like Blade Dance with pen nib. Not only does this card deal 12 damage for 1 energy, but it's going to improve the counter on the pen nib by 3. And we can intersperse that with a real attack to do big damage. So this is a great card to go with pen nib. Not because the shivs themselves benefit from the pen nib, but rather because they accelerate the pen nib to multiply other cards that we're hopefully going to find. A Predator or all-out attack would be my ideal, but we'll see. A Sneaky Strike would be fine too. Slice is nice, but not as nice as Blade Dance. Let's take that Blade Dance. Certainly we never take an Expertise on floor 1. I don't think that really does anything. If only you had one less health, Mr. Grey Slime. We could full block with Defend Survivor. I don't really like how the fight goes from there, though. I think it's probably better to do Strike, Blade Dance, Survivor, take 4. Kill the Grey Slime. And then it's only a 1-on-1. That's not so bad. Because stalling for time when I've already drawn my best card is not going to work out, right? There's no way. So we take the 4. Very hard to escape this fight unscathed. Yeah, because imagine if I hadn't killed the Grey Slime. Now we're looking at 6 plus 12. This is my hand. What the heck do I do? I don't do anything. I perish. Maybe that's dramatic. We suffer. I still can't not use the pen nib. This is awkward. Nothing to nib anyway. Do we just add the Endless Agony, or do we take a poison card? I don't really like Deadly Poison that much as a damage add. But if we're worried about Lagavulin coming up as our elite, this could be a solve for that fight. Jedido Janin with the 52 months. Was going to tell a joke about unsharpened shivs, but it seems pointless. I see ever the edgy humor from Jedit. Thank you for the long-time support. And the eternal supply of dad jokes. Miskatonic Blue with the 27 months of support. 3 cubic months. Yeah, we could also use poison to kill enemies without advancing the pen nib, which is why I'm kind of considering it here. I don't love this card, but it definitely has utility in the short term. The Endless Agony does seem somewhat synergistic with what we are already doing. It's a tough call, actually. I'm really not sure what to take here. I think with the glut of cards we're going to add, given that we get 5 combats in a row, maybe I should just take the Agony. I think we should just take the thing that helps us get through these combats in particular, and the Agony is going to be really good at that. Okay, let's take Endless Agony. And we'll fight the Jawworm. And what a turn 1 we have against Jawworm here. Are we going to be able to end with a pen nib anything remotely close to 9, though? I'm not sure about that. Seems like a tough thing to make happen here. Definitely. I can't kill it in 2 strikes. I can bring it to 1. We draw a strike, right? Yeah. Hold on, though. Hey, sellouts, thanks for the Prime sub. Yeah, imagine if we had Deadly Poison here. Imagine. Here we go. I can at least play 2 attacks. Ha! 1. The power. Oh, finisher, though. Or I can just take the Deadly Poison again. Finisher, though. That's actually kind of a cool finisher. Not usually very trustworthy of finisher, but it is in a pretty good situation here. My issue with finisher is usually that it's rather draw dependent. Yeah, it desperately wants a well-laid plans, because if you draw finisher and 3 defends and a Sender's Bane, you're very sad. But with the pen nib and all these attacks, it can do some serious damage. Splash of Poison is an option again. With a common sense pick. Flying Knee. just add a bit more direct damage. The highest damage attack yet with the Pendib. And then that bonus energy on next turn is almost always useful. I think Flying Knee is perfectly fine. Maybe I should just take Flying Knee. Could be a glorious finisher. Could be a dud. Hard to know. Very hard to know. Can I play Empty Finisher to advance the Pendib? That's true. That's true. I am a little concerned about Guardian. Deadly Poison does help there. Interesting. I do want to see this finisher play. Alright. I'm going to do it. I'm going to trust in finisher here. I think it has some serious potential. Looks pretty promising already here. We can do 12 damage with it for 1 energy. So I can do Agony, Agony, Finisher, Survivor, Defend, and basically block this. I think we probably just want to keep our potions here. This is our first hard pool encounter, but it's a pretty easy one. I think one of the quick ways to measure how tough your fight is the combined health of the enemies in it. And this is relatively low, at only 61 here. 2 Fungi Beasts is probably the easiest in the hard pool fights, in terms of total health anyway. Or 1 Blue Slaver is also pretty low. We want to kill the slime first. When the Fungi Beast perishes, we become vulnerable, making the situation a bit worse. So let's just block. Take 1. I'm fine with that. Sweet. We'll just play that Shiv. Then 3 attacks to kill it. Sure. Okay, that was a pretty easy fight. Get some money and some mediocre cards. Concentrate, Distraction, or Deflect. None of these are damage options. None of these are card draw. None of these are particularly good. Could maybe make an argument for the Deflect with Guardian coming up. But it does make the finisher less reliable. I think it's too early to take a Deflect here with the Spectre of Gremlin Knob looming. Our second combat is Single Thief. This finisher looks pretty dang powerful. This does 18 damage for 1 energy. We can even make it 24 damage, meaning we can actually set up the Pendib here, going into the Elite fight. Dropped your guitar on your foot yesterday. You've decided music is not for you. It's just a world of hurts. That pun hurts me. H is for Herald. That's right. Okay, Backflip. That is both block and card draw, and therefore a lot more reasonable to add going into the Guardian. I'm also not opposed to a last-minute Flying Knee here, just to make the, again, Spectre of Gremlin Knob less terrifying. Do want that backflip, though. Are we going to be able to kill Knob? We have the Weak Potion to help us out. We have the Colorless Potion to maybe do something. And I think we go all in by upgrading the finisher. Or maybe we should upgrade Blade Dance. I think we should upgrade finisher. And I want this backflip, but I'm not sure I'm allowed to. Flying Knee is good against Lagavulin, too. Don't want to go this path. Currently, we're planning on taking something resembling this. Might go for the Burning Elite, might not. Get an extra fire for doing that. Depending on how we're feeling, we'll go one of these 3 branches. Definitely opt for this rest side. I could opt for another Elite here. That seems bold. I love that one, End Shooter. Did you hear about the guitar that failed to overthrow the government? It couldn't make a coup stick. Terrible. Dad joke was free and you still want a refund. And who can blame you? I think we should use the colorless potion against the sleepy egg here. Kilo Slash, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Well, that's a hell of a pen nib target. Heck yeah. Dog Barker, thanks for the 44 months. Happy Tuesday to Tuesday. Bonk. All right, pretty good turn 1. That's what you like to see. Finisher, you failed. Or wait, hold on. Strike finisher. How much damage would that be? Currently, we'd take 10 next turn. This would then be 16 by 2. Sounds like a kill, right? Let me double check that. Yeah, that is an exact kill. That'll save me quite a bit of health. I think that's probably worth it. We could try to get the 20 gold from the Hand of Greed, but I don't think I should. What I shouldn't have done, though, is play that Endless Agony before determining if I needed the damage from Strike here. That was a mistake. Papitos Kauto, thanks so much for the Prime sub and the 10 months. Oh, we get a Lizard Tail. When we would die, heal to half of our max health instead. That's kind of cool. And actually, I don't hate 1,000 cuts with these cards. Fascinating. Oh, glad to hear you're enjoying Elden Ring, Lith. Definitely going to be streaming more of that later today and pretty much every day this week. It was kind of hard to boot up Spire, I'm going to be honest. My head is definitely somewhat in the lands between. We even have the extra upgrade for that 1,000 cuts. I really like this early 1,000 cuts. How does an early Lizard Tail affect my routing and card choices? Card choices, not that much, but it definitely gives me the confidence to try for the Burning Elite here. Because I think we are very likely to be able to get the Burning Elite without problem, and even if we do encounter problem, that's what the Lizard Tail is for. So we're very likely to go for Burning Elite now. Yes, I want the 1,000 cuts. And Mangat, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the 17 months. You keep watching, I'll keep streaming. How often would you not play Endless Agony to get more copies? Almost never, I would say. Is it worth it to just intentionally not play Endless Agony? I think it can be worth it to discard Endless Agony with a card draw effect. For example, Calculated Gamble is great. You discard the Endless Agonies, you draw more cards, and then later you get more Agonies. That's where the card is actually doing something. But simply allowing it to be discarded. Think of it this way. You immediately get -4 damage, and then later on, you get -1 draw, +8 damage. So the benefit is 1 draw for 4 damage. It's basically asking, would you like to draw 1 Shiv? The answer is no. No, you would not. Oh, it's going to be a good run, Twitch chat. We have Gremlin Horn now. When an enemy dies, gain an energy and draw a card. We have Blade Dance, Endless Agony, Finisher, 1,000 cuts. Act 2 is going to be begging for mercy, as is any multi-enemy fight. Spicy. Well, we got to keep the short term in mind here, because we're currently in Act 1, not Act 2. The question before us is, do we trade 20 health for 2 random upgrades? The way I conceptualize this is it worth resting at this fire to get 2 random upgrades now, before this combat, instead of getting an upgrade of our choice after the combat? And I think both getting 2 for 1 and getting the upgrade 1 fight earlier is going to be a big deal here. So I would very much like to trade this here. I'm very much intending to rest after this combat, unless we get a very good potion, or otherwise a very good reward. We only upgrade 2 defends, but actually that ain't so bad, especially with our Act Boss again being Guardian. Would I have skipped if there weren't a rest coming up? Yeah, I think so. Jeff RPG, thanks for the 8 months of support. Okay, first question. Can I kill this fool right now? If I Blade Dance, Flying Knee, Finisher, how much damage is that? We deal 12, plus 8 is 20, plus 8 times 4 is 32. That's a total of 52. That means he's freaking dead. Get dead, nerd. And Woods with the 20 months of support in the Prime sub, 2 metric years. A long time. Finisher of the gods. Who doubted the finisher? Certainly it was never me, right? Good job, finisher. Zum Sauce with the Prime sub in 5 months as well. Streak's hot, ain't it? Got good odds on this run, too. There's the backflip I wanted. Divine Providence delivers it unto me now, right before Guardian, when I'm allowed to take it. Please, yes, and thank you. Excellent. Okay, we'll happily sleep at the rest site and fight our elite. Hopefully it's sentries. If not, we could be in for a tough time. We'll see. It is sentries. Okay. They have Metallicize, but that's fine. We definitely do want to emphasize killing one as quickly as possible. The one in the back should do just fine here. What's my least favorite Act 1 Burning Elite? Yikes. What a scary question. Least favorite Act 1 Burning Elite. Regenerating sentries can be pretty scary, but I think realistically it's Lagavulin with max health is often one of the scariest. Thick Lagavulin. I would really like to be able to kill you. Thank you. Thank you for not drawing 1,000 cuts either, so I can play Defend Strike. Next turn, 1,000 cuts Defend. Cool, cool. Do I even want 1,000 cuts when they have block? Good question. Probably. But realistically, we're going to take some bops on the backside of this combat here. Could it be correct to just go Strike, Strike, Finisher here? That would do 12, plus 16. That would do a huge amount of damage to one target and help me kill one of them faster. I think with the Metallicize, it's actually not worth it for 1,000 cuts. Not when I can do this much damage right now. Bit of an awkward turn there. Ow. We knew that was coming. This turn any better? Yes. It's a lot better. Alright, let's slow down a little bit here. Into defend, into neutralize. And we have the weak potion if we need it. I think we're good, though. Would be a nice potion to have for the Guardian boss. Necrothal, by the way, thanks for the Prime sub and the 18 months of support. Oof. Dang. Take another 7 to that. At least we had the neutralize there. Could have been worse, certainly. Could have been max health Gremlinob. We could have had to use the Lizard Tail to get through that elite fight. We score Bottled Lightning, giving us a particular skill in the opening hand. I don't really like that with our current skills. There's an acrobatics here, too. Actually, I guess with 1,000 cuts, we don't mind prepared that much. This allows a little bit of discard engine in the deck. Kind of a zero-cost cantrip card. Could bottle an acro. I'm thinking we bottled backflip, maybe? Or we could skip the bottle, which is also fine. Maybe I just skip the bottle entirely. Feels bad to not get a relic. I could bottle prepared, I guess. Don't know why I would want to, though. Currently have no reason to want to do that. Is bottled setup too crazy? Yeah, I think that's kind of crazy. Feels kind of crazy. We could bottle Blade Dance, and then we always have damage on turn 1. That's actually pretty reasonable. And we're most likely to then to draw it with Finisher. Actually, yeah, that seems reasonable. Let's add the Prepared and bottle the Blade Dance. We have our damage on turn 1. I like that. Time to get him. Should probably be killing this one, but you know. Take that. $11 gold and Sneaky Strike, Dagger Throw, and Eviscerate. Aha. Sneaky Strike is cute with the Prepared. Not great, but decent. What's the best relic for hallway fights? Lantern and Bag of Preparation are some of the best. Yeah, Bag of Prep, though, I think. Or potentially Centennial Puzzle. Or Gambling Chip, even better, actually. Gambling Chip's insane. Fossilized Helix, a pretty good nomination, too. Any of the boat things help a lot. Just anything that provides a one-time bonus is really good in hallway combats, usually. Is Sneaky Strike better than Eviscerate here? I think yes. Because the Sneaky Strike can be effectively a zero-cost card. The Eviscerate can never hope to get down to zero cost with the current amount of discard that we have. Just one Prepared and Survivor. Had I more the more discard you have, the better the Eviscerate gets. So if we had added that, if we also had an Acrobatics and maybe a Calculated Gamble, then Eviscerate starts to become better than Sneaky Strike. Might just prefer the Dagger Throw, actually. Rather than trying to add the dependent upon discard cards, let's add a bit more discard first. Take this Dagger Throw. And, what do we do before the Guardian fight? Do we upgrade the Blade Dance? Do we upgrade the Neutralize? Or do I rest? Resting seems a little silly with the Lizard Tail. And with the Snecko Oil to get me out of a bad turn. I think we're probably fine upgrading here. It's actually not that unreasonable to upgrade a block card like Backflip. But no, with 1,000 cuts and Finisher, I should probably upgrade this Blade Dance. The Neutralize upgrade is pretty good too. Especially for the Guardian fight, it is pretty good. Actually, no. Let's upgrade Neutralize. Okay. Hopefully, we can do this without having to use our Lizard Tail, but we'll see. We have to do quite a bit of damage next turn. See what the draw allows. We might be looking at Sneeko Whale here. Is this enough? We deal 18 plus 8. Yeah, that's enough. There's a Pendib. Pendib 1 strike here. Do you need to make it a priority to actually play 1,000 Cuts when we draw it? Even if it costs us a bit of health here. It's required that we get it in play. Uh-oh, that's not good. Is it time for Sneeko Oil? Drinking Sneeko Oil early in this fight could definitely make our situation really dire if we get a lot of high-cost cards that are then locked in for the rest of the fight. But it could bail us out of the short term now. Could maybe use the Neutralize first. We do take 4 damage for playing it. Don't forget. It's not a horrible idea, though. Victory or death. Because if we don't use the potion, don't use the Sneeko Oil, that is, what do I do then? This turn, I weak potion. We take 7. Next turn, we're looking at 6 by 2. I play 1,000 Cuts defend. We take another 7. We're down to 4 health. I don't really want to go to 4 health. I'm going to try not to. Okay, I think that kind of worked, in that we didn't destroy our deck. What we did was make a 0-cost Flying Knee. We ruined 2 strikes, and we drew a bunch of cards right now. I think I'm just going to play the 1,000 Cuts, because this has to get played. I'm not going to play Neutralize or Flying Knee, because ouch. We have the 1,000 Cuts in play. That counts for quite a bit here. Good. Let's not transform now. Good lord. What? Pro tip. Don't transform if you don't need to. Okay, let's draw 1 now. Discard this garbage so it's not in the draw pile. Even redrew the Neutralize. Guess I'm pen-nibbing. Keep that weak up. Yeah, that was actually really important that I played in that way. We're looking good now. Looking good. I would like to draw those cards next turn. Oh my. Sweet. Yeah. Slightly concerning. I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah. Everything will be fine. Nothing terrible is about to happen. Good. You must trust in the Sneeko Oil. GG. Well, an ambulance, but not for me. We keep our lizard tail. We even keep the weak potion. We have loads of money. And we're offered Alchemize versus Die. Tough call here, actually. Yeah, 5 more health than we needed. That's right. That's right. Those defend upgrades really paid off, by the way. They upgraded 2 at random. Hitting these 2 defends definitely helped a ton in that fight. Good morning, Philly. Howdy, howdy. Do we want AoE for Act 2? That would be my normal inclination here. However, because of the 1,000 cuts and the Gremlin Horn, I'm a little less feeling like we need AoE damage urgently. It does look like we need some more, though, overall. So I think this card would help a lot. Gremlin Horn on its own will not solve Act 2, though. That's true. That said, Alchemize is very powerful, and it's very hard to turn down Alchemize, which is why I am very strongly considering it here. But yeah, that is a very good data die. We have some AoE in the form of 1,000 cuts. And if we just focus down one enemy, we get more card draw with Gremlin Horn. So that's not really AoE, but it makes the multi-enemy fights easier if we just kill them one at a time. Happy Burrito with the Prime sub and the 4 months of support. Tools of Trade is better here because you can upgrade it to 0 cost, unlike Alchemize? What? That's exactly what this does, though. Yeah. Give me that. And I guess a Curse Key is fine. Deck is absolutely hungry for energy here. More energy means it's easier to play the 1,000 cuts. And we can play more cards afterwards. Curse Key means we'll want to skip 1 treasure chest and we'll have to remove 1 curse. At least hopefully only 1. And with discard, they're not that big a deal. We have enough money that Ectoplasm isn't that daunting, but I tend to feel like Curse Key is usually better than Ecto. Because with the money that you would get, you can nullify the penalty of the Curse Key and then some. So yeah, I'll take Curse Key. Yeah, just hit the fountain event. Easy. Easy, hit the fountain event. Okay, we have early shops available. That's good because we're loaded, and therefore we should probably spend some money lest we die loaded, full of cash here. And I really like going to this one because then if this shop has nothing that's good, we can just go to another shop. I don't mind fighting an elite. We're mainly afraid of the Book of Stabbing currently, who is our big weakness here. It's not too bad. Any other paths that look decent here? Could do elites into shop afterwards. Doesn't the fountain event stop spawning? No, you can see the curse fountain that removes all your curses above any Ascension. We've seen it on A20 runs a couple times. EZNC, thanks for the 20 months to 2 metric years of support. Yeah, let's go to that shop. I gotta know what's in there. And I gotta know if we can beat the stinky shelled parasite here. Since we have Alchemize, let's use a potion here, and since I have Weaken in my opening hand, let's use the other one. Mayhem is curious. I don't hate Mayhem here. Thinking Ahead might actually save me health right now, though. That seems kind of cool. Although Mayhem might be better for the whole fight, realistically. We're not even taking very much this turn. Let's take the free Mayhem. I'll do it. I will do it. Take 2. It's not too bad. A free prepared. Oh boy. Forge Potion's pretty good. Take that. You know, maybe this deck needs a real mayhem. But how about a real footwork? We already have a backflip. We already have 4 energy. I think footwork to scale our block is pretty good. Another Blade Dance is also pretty good, with 1,000 cuts and all. Our act boss is going to be Bronze Automaton. That makes me want a footwork for sure. Give me the defense. Please and thank you. We can buy a Blade Dance here. Yeah, we can get second Blade Dance later, and it's here. Here is now. Later is now. Do I want a Blood Vial? Probably not. Wouldn't say this shop is particularly amazing. Is Rod worth it? I doubt it. In terms of hit points saved for the money spent, Blood Vial will be better. Funnel's interesting. We could take the poison damage. 4 damage, then 3, then 2, then 1 to all enemies. That helps a little bit in the encounters of Act 2. Tib says, I think Funnel is good even without much poison. I could see that. It also removes the artifact from enemies, which is kind of nice. Yeah, at minimum, it burns artifact in a few important fights coming up later. Finesse actually looks kind of good now that we have Footwork and the 1,000 cuts, by the way. So I don't dislike Finesse here. Blade Dance, Finesse, Funnel. Or we could buy both relics, Blood Vial and Funnel. I think I'd rather buy Blade Dance, Finesse. I do like that Finesse. Do we remove a strike here? That would be nice, wouldn't it? How much do I have left after I do that? 282. So yeah, we can do Funnel and remove too. But the question is, indeed, would I take bites? Yes, I would take bites, probably. If we don't have very many chances for them to appear is the thing. But yeah, I would take bites. So do I want to remove a strike? I'm not sure. Maybe the answer is not yet. Maybe we just save the money. Buy the Funnel. We could remove a Defend instead. Feels a bit weird with Footwork, but I don't hate that idea. We stuck with 5 strikes for a long time then, though. That'll be pretty brutal. Pretty brutal, likely. Currently, we have no sustain. We'll take the Funnel. I am going to want more backflips. Yeah, I'm going to remove a Defend. Don't hate that idea. Hopefully it's not too many strikes. We'll see. Nib is here. So we do 22. We got 22, 16. 1, 2, 5. Another 14. Okay, so yeah, we have 52 damage up front with the Forge Potion. It's got 1,000 cuts here. Smoke Bomb? Where's my Smoke Bomb, they say? I can neutralize and full block this fool. Satisfying. Correct. These are all pretty mediocre. If they were upgraded, it would be worth considering some of them, but they're not. Thanks for the money, hee hee. Neko is a bit tough. Always have the smoke bomb in case of emergency. Speaking of emergency. Do want to win the fight, though. Use that right now, too? I don't think so. We got an elite coming up. I'd rather have a real potion for that fight. Neutral Chaotic, thanks for the 9 months of support. Thank you, thank you. Could maybe take a Tactician, but I don't think we would like it very much. I say we skip. Relic for a curse? I mean, I get that choice a lot during this run already. I don't think I want the trade right now. We can take a relic for a curse anytime we want. No thanks. Let's upgrade a card here. Footwork? Actually, maybe Alchemize. The Bottled Blade Dance is a decent upgrade, too. Start with Alchemize, though. Make that 0 cost. And then we face the Gremlin Leader with a turn 1 1,000 cuts Blade Dance finisher draw. Rip Gremlin Leader. Feel bad for you. This is going to be pretty ugly. And Pen-Nib Finisher deals 16 times 8. Boom. Dead. Ninja Scroll, of all things to find, freaking Ninja Scroll is hilarious here. Definitely I want a Ninja Scroll. It might backfire later. We replace that Defend with a Blur? Let's do that. Yeah, Ninja Scroll is sweet here. It's possible that we find ways to draw more cards on turn 1 that are made useless by these shivs that we start with. But that's okay. Let's upgrade that footwork. And definitely not going to open this tiny treasure chest to see what's inside. No, thank you. I've got elites on the mind. Why don't we upgrade this Blade Dance? Could also upgrade Prepared or the other Blade Dance, because we're more likely to have the 1,000 cuts in play with the unbottled one, but that seems stupid. Don't do that. Seems dumb. Okay, Alchemize is here. Okay, lots of information we can glean. Let's start with the skill potion. I want to know if this is Corpse Explosion. It is not Corpse Explosion, but it is Leg Sweep. That's pretty good. And I guess we want to backflip now. I need to know if we're getting 1,000 cuts. We're getting Finisher. That's good enough. That is going to be a hell of a finisher. Okay, so how do we do this? pretty good too. I've already played one attack. We have 6, 7, 8 more. So this kills anyone I want. How much other damage do I have here? We could even pen nib the dagger throw, right? We have 8 plus 16 is 24, 28. I think I can still kill 2 of them. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. Kill 2 of them. What's the way to do this? We do give, then strike you, I guess. Dagger throw you. You're dead. Finisher is 80 damage. You're dead too. And I can play footwork. Good turn. Very good turn. I think I'm going to try to regen potion here, though. We can do that next fight. Get a dead branch. Seems good. When we exhaust a card, add a random card to our hand. That's actually insane. And probably a Prepared Plus will help us navigate the enormous amount of additional cards we're going to have. This is pretty exciting. Dead Branch definitely gives us high hopes for the run. If we can generate boatloads of random cards, then surely we can make some good stuff happen with them. Right? Surely. Smiley face. Okay. Sure. Ah, a Shiv potion. What else was I expecting, really? Have some more Shivs. Oh, look, more free cards. This is going well. You'd love to see it. Storm of Steel. Even better. Don't want to kill her too quick, though. We do want to benefit from the regeneration here. Kill with the poison, that'd be perfect, because then we heal for 1. Have we seen Kunai? Not yet. We have, however, seen Terror, which is going to amplify all of our physical attack damage, and guess what? It says Exhaust on it. Perfect. It's fights all the way down, that's fine. Commence the Stabbing. It was meant to get to my Alchemize there. Who needs to win with Alchemize, though, when you can just kill on turn 1? And who says Shivs can't beat Snake Plant? Who says such a thing? Perish. We deal damage 24/7. How about a Nightmare? Nightmare seems pretty good. We can Nightmare Alchemize. We can Nightmare Shiv. Larber Flurpus, thanks for the 7 months of support. Lucky number 7. Let's get rid of this untrustworthy Snecko oil. And I kind of like the idea of upgrading Nightmare, actually. Although upgrading Terror is also very helpful. Let's upgrade the Nightmare. I don't foresee myself taking a Snecko Eye. Doesn't seem likely to happen. Perfect. What else we got? Another 1,000 cuts. Curious. Hey there, Chironite. My gameplay is more relaxing than watching dancing fruits for both the baby and the dad. That's great news, actually. Glad to hear that people are able to enjoy the content with their kids or family. Don't necessarily strive for family-friendly content, but creating some accidentally sounds great to me. And I guess I can play 1,000 cuts if I have concentrates. That's a Pen Nib Eviscerate for 60 damage. I want footwork or tools here. I think I want the footwork. Looks like a good start to the fight, though. I feel like we're gonna do fine. Pretty sure. Didn't steal my 1,000 cuts, which are still not in my hand. Now they're going to get stolen by the other one. I don't like that. It's not cool. Kill this one, then. Oh, hello. Still not in play. Bottom card. That's fine. Play it next turn. Hey there, Legendary. I've been started a new character for the DLC, so I haven't actually reached the DLC of Elden Ring to make any commentary upon it. Not that I would really want to do so here or during Spire. Wouldn't want to spoil anyone, even with just vague impressions. Nightmare this, I guess. You're dead? You're dead. Good fight. Very good fight. We could take another 1,000 cuts. That's kind of mediocre. Another Alchemize. Now we're talking. Or a Phantasmal Killer to double the damage on the next turn. Don't actually like this Phantasmal Killer as much as some of the others that we've picked up through our silent runs. I'm eyeing more the second Alchemize here to allow us to continue to burn potions aggressively, as well as to be another exhausting card for Dead Branch. Would have been nice to find a Malaise here, because that would have been an easy counter to the Time Eater and the Awakened one, who we don't really have a good answer to yet. Oh well. Summon Sacred Bark. What about Summon Wristblade? That's a pretty decent Wristblade, with 2 Blade Dances, Endless Agony, and Neutralize. We could get more energy via Runic Dome. You no longer see enemy intents with Dead Branch. I don't hate Runic Dome at all here, actually. or the Ring of the Serpent. Replace the Ring of the Snake, draw 1 extra card per turn. Not horrible either. Because we have Ninja Scroll and Dead Branch, we're more than okay with losing a turn 1 draw. That is a pretty good Ring of the Serpent, actually. It's the Elden Ring. Wait. No bad choice here? Yeah, they all benefit us. That's true. I am eyeing that Ring of the Serpent. I'm just wondering if we're going to have enough energy with only 4 base energy to be able to handle the late game here. We're not going to be able to block the Beat of Death consequences. I guess that's what Nightmare is for, but I need more energy for that. I'm going to take Runic Dome. Together! Okay, we have done the Burning Elite already. Great news. And we can get to a shop that's after the chest where we have to get cursed. Also good news. What's not good news? No, all the news is good, actually. Let's just fight stuff. I like early events in Act 3. Good place to find Mind Bloom or double orb walkers. Did you know I play games other than Slay the Spire? It's true. Catch me on Baalorlord Plays for variety content. And Nitrous Oxide with the 14 months. Not so bad Andy with the 37 months. Thank you, thank you. Could go more combats. T-Pope, a dad joke for the crowd, courtesy of T-Pope. Did you hear that the Vatican launched a new online payment processing service? It's true. You can now send money through PayPal. No refunds. Positively, no refunds. Okay, Blade Dance the Spiker's not usually advised. Hey. But I told you to get out of here. Take that. Blanc's potion, huh? Oh yeah, I can randomly with the Dead Branch get Nightmare Alchemized, by the way. That's allowed to happen. I pray that it does not, but it might. Ooh. Spicy. I think I want the cloak, but I'm not sure. Our first boss is not Time Eater or Awakened One. That's encouraging. Take the cloak. More potions. Cunning potion seems alright. Or potion could be useful later, but whatever. And here's the double orb walkers. I would like a rare relic, like Dead Branch. Dead Branch is a rare relic. Give me Dead Branch. Hey, wait a minute. Dead Branch is so good, why isn't there a Dead Branch 2? We've had first Dead Branch, yes, but what about... You get the idea. I guess I'll keep the Blade Dance. Good blocks, good blocks. Oh my. Spectacular. Oh no. "18 attacks played." That's so much. We get a Tingsha. When we discard a card during our turn, we'll deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Hoping we can find a calculated gamble, and then Nightmare it, and then we're good. Ding ding. Do I still want an event? I think so, yeah. Predator Plus is decent. Not great, though. Decent. Not sure I want this. Deflect is okay. Deflect does help, and if I'm going to Nightmare Footwork, we're going to want that card. Cool. Finally, Storm of Steel's time to shine. Is it, though? Is it, though? Don't think I want this. I do want this. Well-Laid Plans is finally here. That is very important with this Nightmare. I'll take it. We can upgrade it here. Good. Happy to have plans. Let's drink this, actually. Okay, that's worth using Nightmare on. Potentially. It will not be attacking us on turn 1, so I'm allowed to do that too. I can even use the cheaper Nightmare, or I can Nightmare the Nightmare. Though I can't also then Nightmare the Alchemize, so I won't bother. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. No, thank you. We good. We are perfectly fine, as we are. Take the outmaneuver, though. That seems pretty good. Only potions challenge run. Uh-oh. What if the potions make more potions themselves? Can Alchemize make healing potions? You can get Regeneration Potion. Yes, you can get Regeneration Potion. You cannot get, Ow. You can't get Fruit Juice, though. You can get Fairy, though. Fairy is allowed. But no Fruit Juice. Fine. Good fight. Reflex with a plus. Piercing Wail looks pretty good. We don't actually have good ways to block yet. This is really going to help. Leg Sweep is tempting also. Leg Sweep is also tempting, actually. I don't have good weaken. Maybe we should take the Leg Sweep. All right, 1,000 cuts. Now would be the time for you to show up early, if you would please. Accuracy, I guess, is also just fine. Cool. Good talk, then. Yeah, whatever. Could have done that a little bit better. Whatever. Keep the leg sweep in case we need it. Seems likely. Although I don't actually get to know if I'm being attacked or not. So, seems even more likely that I will somehow need it. Heck this hand. Dash is very good here. How confident am I in the run? Not as confident as I would like to be in a run. So we're not solving things yet. That's how I'm feeling. Definitely not a guarantee yet. Okay, glad she did not summon again there. Keep finisher for next turn. Seems pretty good. Excellent. Okay, that's gonna be a heck of a turn. Good fight. We get meat on the bone. If we somehow take damage, heal 12 at the end of combat. And what's that? Another copy of Nightmare. Okay. Don't mind if I do. We could do some serious shenanigans with this, although it's kind of difficult to want to with the whole Runic Dome, making it a little tough to stall. That said, it's a possibility we shouldn't ignore. Oh my. Thank you for not making burns. Let's go ahead and discard that. Not sure how much damage it's trying to do, so we gotta be assuming that maximum damage is headed our way at all times. Maximum Wraith form also headed our way, apparently. Let's just kill it now. Spooky enemy. Antigraph is good, healing us 25 at the start of boss fights. I think a Cultist Potion is really good damage scaling for this run. I think the key to this run is to branch off and deal damage to their bones and their meat. Destroy their flesh. Not taking a catalyst here. I don't have any good... I mean, with the nightmares and the funnel, it could be a surprising amount of poison, actually. Huh. So wait, what's 3 times 3, 4 times. 3 goes to 9, 9 goes to 81, 81 goes to over 200. Wait, no, 9 goes to 27, sorry. 27 goes to 81. 81 goes to over 200. So yeah, that is actually enough to cap out the heart. And I can make random poison cards, and it's already upgraded. I'm going to add that, actually. We have to open this. Don't make the mistake of skipping here. We need to get the blue key to go to Act 4, even if that means having a normality for a little bit. Just one tiny transient fight. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? Smiley face. Thankfully, we have a Gambler's Brew, so I can just discard it if we end up in a weird situation here. So, no fear. Don't worry about it. Don't play a heel hook, though. Don't draw 1. Don't do that. Bad idea. Aha! Goodbye! Let's play that. Might hurt a bit. Oh, just 1. That's fine. Let's do more stuff to make that work, though. He's only at minus 19. This is turn 3 of transient, so he's swinging for 60 here. So yeah, I can't just play that Nightmare on the Catalyst, unfortunately. Swinging for way too much damage. Order. Fine. There we go. Minus 100. Take that. You stinky creature. What was the thought behind buying the funnel? Even though it doesn't synergize with anything the deck does, it still adds a small amount of free damage onto every fight, which is what we needed when we were in Act 2 and when we found it. Boy. You are weak. Okay, so pure blocking is kind of allowed here. Only kind of. This might hurt a bit. Just 2 more, okay. That's a bit of a problem, though. It's a big problem. Yeah, discard effect. Good. Okay, dagger throw. Dead, not dead. Alive. Thankfully. No problem. Problem. Get more potions later, I guess. That's fine. But yeah, that was a little scary. Thank goodness we took that dagger throw. Ended up paying off big time. Concentrate? Actually, concentrate is a thing with Dead Branch. We can make so many cards that this is actually good. Normally, concentrate is not that good, especially on its own, but here, oh yeah. We took Catalyst, right? This bouncing flask is actually nuts. Yes, it is. Give me that. Remove the normality immediately. And probably we want to buy Clockwork Souvenir. I see this keeping us alive against hearts through the first cycle, which is crucial. We can also use it with potions, like the speed potion here. I'm not opposed to a second copy of Well-Laid Plans either. With how big the deck is at 38 cards currently, 39 if I buy this, a second unupgraded copy does seem reasonable. Do we ever just buy that speed potion now? I don't think so. I don't think that's quite necessary. Although it could be something to consider for our Act 3 bosses. Maybe I use Cultist Potion to beat Time Eater. I'm gonna buy the Well-Laid Plans. I like being less draw order dependent here. Hello, Mr. Giant Head. How are you today? Okay. It's more like it. There we go. It's almost too much damage. Let's take another backflip. Definitely want more block cards. We spin. Acceptable. A shiv to the face, just as a greeting of sorts by the Gremlin. Hey there, Handwalk. I'm hyped for Elden Ring later as well. I can't wait. But can I get through the spikers? That is the question. Terrifying. If I could, would I skip the wheel every time? Not every time, but definitely sometimes. I would skip the wheel, for sure. When you have more to lose than to gain, you'd want to skip it. Which is pretty often, actually. Surprisingly so. Weapon. Yeah. That should be fine. It's okay if we take a little damage in this fight. We have Panic Wrath healing us soon. Hopefully we don't have to, though. Good. There's our speed potion. I would like to use this potion maybe against Awakened One, who I think will be a tough time otherwise. My favorite mode of the player dying? wait for the player to die. It's not something I get asked very often. Second still Nightmare Alchemize, huh? Hold on to that for a minute. Blasphemy. Yeah, Blasphemy Vault has to be pretty glorious. It's pretty high up there. This is not going to happen, huh? Whatever. Get me out of this stupid fight. Cloud. Catalyst. Yes. Get the recall here, and we're about to go to full HP. I'm ready to face down the bosses of the act. Thankfully, there's no downside to Runic Dome in this fight. This is the only Act 3 boss fight where that's the case. Deka always attacketh on turn 1, and thereafter they're going to alternate, with Donu attacking, then Deka, then Donu, then Deka. They have a base attack value of 12 by 2, and that's what we're facing right now, is 12 by 2 from Deka. Ooh, and Venom is going to help bust through these artifact layers. Let's do that. Let's take it in Venom here. Actually, hit you. We want to kill Donu first, usually. Usually. Is there any card I want to try to Nightmare this turn? I could Nightmare Neutralize, but that seems unnecessary. When I could just play the Crippling Cloud instead. Looks like we are going to take some attenuated damage here. That's fine. Be weakened. He's not playing Terror, though, huh? I want to play Terror. Oh, heck. My After Image. Okay, that's fine. Take 18 here. It's not great, but it was otherwise a pretty good turn 1. No. It's not ideal to take 19 more here. Oh, we have meat on the bone, though. Yes, we're fine, then. As long as we don't take too much more. Everything will be fine. Gambler's Brew is good. Keep Deflect and Burst. Burst Catalyst puts you to 27 poison, which is pretty good. With 6 strength, it should be 18 by 2 that we're staring down here. Deshauninator, thanks for the Prime sub and the 3 months of support. Looks like a pretty good finisher turn. In fact, I can probably start working on Deka here. I think so. Vicious. Good fight. And believe it or not, even though we're below half health, we're going to start the next fight at full health because we get 12 from Meat on the Bone, 25 from Panagraph to go to exactly full HP here, which is good because we're fighting Time Eater. Time Eater is going to be a jerk. Easiest way we can win this is with a Nightmare Catalyst. So that's going to be probably the main goal. Could Cultist Potion here, but now that I think about it, we probably don't need to. Looks like the Gambler's Brew could do a whole lot more for us. Yeah, we definitely play the Bouncing. Probably also want the Crippling Cloud. More poison after all. And Weaken. So yes, one of our strategies here could just be don't play any attacks and stack poison, and I think that would be pretty good. Let's stop there. Ow. Okay, we don't get any drawdown at least. Yeah, this is pretty garbage. Looking better. What's this? These two cards. Still an Alchemize in the draw pile? Yes. And a Nightmare. Could be a bit painful. Take one here. Catalyst, hello? Okay, it's fine though. It's fine though. I think that means we Wraithform now. Because we're guaranteed to have Nightmare Catalyst next turn, he's guaranteed to be dead the following turn. So we Wraithform now. Let me just deflect. Could even Nightmare Catalyst. That's overkill, though. Frog Style, thanks for the Prime sub and the 23 months of support. And Pay For It, thanks for the Prime sub as well. Here it comes. Bleh. GG. We're on to Act 4. We have 2 potions intact. We still have that Lizard Tail from Act 1. 2 thump, 2 thump, 2 thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. You deal 2367 damage. A good year. What's my poison record? I think I've managed to get into the millions, but I don't have a particular number that I've hit off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we've gotten into the millions. Upgrade this. No shard for me. We can buy an ancient potion. Is that necessary? I don't think so. Deflect is okay. One more deflect for the rogue. Might be doing nightmare footwork things, after all. What happens if you stack Will-Aid plans above 10? I think the number goes up on the icon, but there's no benefit. Nez Nakoma, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the 3 months. Does Shard interact with Branch? No, it does not. If you want that interaction, you need to use the Diverse modifier in Custom mode, and then you can have Dead Branch interact with... can make cards of any color then. I think I like the current potions, unless we think that maybe Swift Potion beats Cultist Potion. I think it might actually. Yeah, upon review, I think it does. Sorry, Cultist Potion. Nightmare Catalyst is my best friend now. I'm sure you understand. Lutch Alpha, thank you so much for the 2 months of support. Another month, another sub. And Ingwe with the 17 months, almost to that 1.5 years. Do I ever kill you next turn? Maybe. Let's go for Spear first, I guess. I think I want to choke. Actually, wait. I'll do it. Hell yeah. I've already played 3. I have another 7 in my hand, so this will be 80 damage. Means I can probably kill you, but not you. Okay, this will be 80 plus 4 times 8. Yeah, that's almost exactly a kill. Although, you're choked, actually. Wait, no, that'll kill you. Forgot about choke. Yeah, with the slice, that should be a kill here. Oh, got him. Beautiful. Definitely what you want to see turn 1 of this fight. Spear dead. Let's play tools. Keep them malaise. Might take some damage here, but that's okay. We have Pentagraph. I think the goal now is to Nightmare the Alchemize. Be back. Normally this is 38. Yeah, 38. It's going to go down to 33. 33 gets weakened to 20 something. Yeah, 24. 25.75 gets rounded down to 24. So 24 damage incoming here, which we can block, mostly. Entirely. Good. Keep the weaken going. Can we stall for Nightmare, Nightmare, Alchemize? I mean, we can do Nightmare, Nightmare observably. I don't know if I have enough block for that. Though. But yes, we can Nightmare the Nightmare. And I shall. At the moment. Trumpet, thanks so much for the Prime sub and the 2 months of support. Okay, now I believe it is blocking. What a nightmare. Keep these. It's happening. Wait, I have to discard a card? No. That's fine. It's the big attack turn, so I got to block here. And Lullaby. What do you call an alchemist? Sorry, what do you call a silent who doesn't want to share any of her potions? An alchemizer. No refunds. Okay, Liquid Memories is pretty good. Let's lose the Swift Potion now. Definitely don't want that. Setup here is really good. Set up the Nightmare. Don't know if I'm getting attacked, though. Should have nightmared that malaise, actually. It's fine. Okay, now it's the little hit, I believe. I'm counting correctly. Yeah, now's the big hit. -8 strength is now 30, so we're full blocking already. 30 goes to 22. Deathblade, thanks for the 6 months. Excuse me, 6 months of support. Much love to you. You might attack me again. Would like to use the free alchemize. Discard this. What is my silent PB? My best ever is 8. So you're looking at probably about to tie my best. If this continues to go well. So Nightmare, Nightmare, Nightmare Alchemize. I don't remember what turn we're on, though. We still have Lizard Tail, that's true. Just trying to get 2 ghosts in a jar? I'd be happy with 1. I think 1 is fine. Yeah, I think 1 would be very fine. Okay, now for the big hit, right? I think so. I see. Yeah, I'm just trying to get 2 potions that I consider acceptable. Fairy is very good. Fairy is very good. Speed Potion would be tempting, though. We could do better than the Liquid Memories, I think. Rip Nader, thank you so much for gifting 8 very generous subs. There it is. Speed Potion right away. Okay. We good. We good. This isn't the big hit, I hope. Although now might be. The shuffle time. It's pretty funny. My attacks do 0 damage. Seems kind of bad. And yet. Set Pendant back up as much as we can here. Cool fight. Outmaneuver is not horrible. I will take 1 outmaneuver. And then upgrade 2 random cards, a prepared and a finesse. Let's freaking go. We are restored to full HP as we enter the hard fight here. And on turn 1, I think I'm going to drink the speed potion. That means we're sacrificing our ability to block the vuln from the first cycle of heart and exchanging it for 5 dexterity. 5 block whenever I play a block card for the whole combat. That should be pretty good. We have 2 extra lives as well, so I don't mind the additional upfront damage that we would have to take. And Nightmare is here on turn 1. Interesting. Let's see what the shivs have. Ooh, that's good. Oh my good lord, okay. So, what? Outmaneuver. Leg sweep. No, it can't be leg sweep. Hold leg sweep with well-laid plans. Outmaneuver. Nightmare the deflect is looking really good here. Really like Nightmare deflect. Play the well-laid plans to hold on to the leg sweep. Yes. Yes. Take 1. Could also hold on to burst here, but I'd rather keep leg sweep. Yeah. Burst is pretty strong, though. With the whole catalyst thing. Lots of energy this turn. Leg sweep will reduce the damage from heart to a reasonable total here. Caltrops will help with damage. Probably I shouldn't play this Blade Dance yet. We're already taking damage. It'll be a 2x15. We take 3 if it's the multi-hit. It'll be 50 damage. We take 23 if it's the big hit. It's fine. Just keep the Blade Dance, I guess. Big hit. Okay. So we know this is the multi-hit now. 2x15. Looks like it's going to sting a bit. That's fine. Okay, fine is maybe an overstatement. Getting concerning. We're pretty deep into the deck here, and we don't have what we need. This is not an attack turn. You're not getting attacked here. There we go. That does something, I guess. That doubles to 10 poison. There we go. That's what I need. I want an energy potion, well-laid plans, bouncing flask. Keep backflip, backflip. Now we're talking. Although I maybe should have played bouncing flask after. Oh well. Too late now. Keep the tactician too, but not the strikes. Okay. Really good turn to have drawn Blur. We can overblock this turn. Help ourselves survive the next couple turns. Yeah, I think we should have kept Bouncing Flask for Artifact Strip. I do agree with that. I think it was a mistake what I did there. But I think we'll still be okay. Okay, there's Nightmare for the Catalyst. What's the upper end damage that I would take here? Upper end is 3/15, which would currently kill me. Okay, so we can wait a little bit longer. Plenty of block next turn. And we don't have weaken, so this turn is 47. No need to set up anything, right? I could try to set up Catalyst. Seems like an unnecessary step. Just Nightmare the Catalyst. And then Venom is here. Perfect. We just go Cloak, Give, Neutralize. Take nothing. Keep this. Looks like we're good here. This is another non-attack turn. We still have both extra lives. We got Burst. Burst is funny. Alright, there's 200 poison. Guess we don't need the other stuff anymore. Just gotta survive. Which is still not that easy to do, necessarily. GG. Mr. Hart. GG. Make that 8 in a row. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next, and don't forget to follow on Twitch to watch the content live. Click the link in the description below.